the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check, ready. Man, touchdown. 59, like the 59. Be a long day for you. Deuce.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And an alley to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
First down.
Ready, back 25. Check, no. Get that quarterback. Ready,
Ito Smith, his first carry. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Here we go.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 45.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
22. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Here's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. To throw again on 2nd down, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run by.
17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Going up top. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. 51. 59's Mike. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
20.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Duke Riley, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, pick your game up.
On first down, it's Smith. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Ryan going to get to Freeman on the draw. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Vecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He leaps over him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Mario Addison in on the stop. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And some room to roam now. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch the ship.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Show 'em skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep, where you from? Where you post, the poppin' your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man, Lord.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check three.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch it out.
A handoff to Smith. And some space here. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Who that?
Now Ito Smith. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let him go.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Shut up! 180! Here we go. 76!
After the interception, here's Gall. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's 2nd down.
We go, tonight! 120! DC! Hey! We're good! 16!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Being chased out left. Duke Riley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
76!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they work this out past the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down.
We go tonight. 180.
Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Louis. Check.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready, blue 80, back 25. 59, Mike to 59. Too little, cut.
On second down, Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. You know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's got Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 52 yards, and the Falcons are in for 6. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Black 20. Watch the boot. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 12.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They run. It's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Duke Riley able to get him for a loss of about 3. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He can't get him down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Watch the slip.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 39-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 31 yards there and a first down.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And down he goes goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 59, ready? 58, right over there, right over there. Hey, Zoo. Right there. Go on. 39. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22. Back to throw, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
Hey, box drop. 26, Mike.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Anthony. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Marquis Christian. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Back up. I had
from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
We're ready. Check 48. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Check 52.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down, Atlanta.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. Shoe up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shift.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55. Hey, white.
This time Ryan will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22. Got Wilson, middle of the field. And he coughed it up. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. This is Freeman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On the run, it's Smith. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here we go now with Smith. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Josh Jacobs, who won a national title with Alabama, on this field. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Watch the curve. That's a 39-yard.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
For it on 4th down. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders are back within a score.
And, Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tuvecchio to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the dining up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I one. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard.
The Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check nickel.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ryan, his throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. With a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he was able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it without it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Being chased out left. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a number.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Hey, Delta. Check, watch.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Dancing to his left, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Marr able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Dancing away at the 35. Oh, another great move. And all the way down to the 26. A big run that time by Elliott. 48 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
The end result, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
They won, fellas. They done. Hey, 59, ready. Keep playing hard, fellas. General West. Whoa!
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and Freeman lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of him. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Robert Quinn just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Past the 20. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.